we're in a deficit in our education severely. And
Number
so
50. 50th.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So what they're doing is that they want kids to be reading proficiently by third grade. And if they don't, they could be held back another year, which I don't know is that new, because I feel like when I was in school, people were getting held back.
And I remember when I was actually in
here,
school. Yeah. So in Oklahoma, I do remember, and this was, I mean, I was in school, right? So like 100 years ago. They passed the No Child Left Behind situation.
Oh, yeah. I think that was everywhere.
Was that a national thing?
That was Bush, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I remember that, yeah.
So, yeah, since then, yeah, our reading scores just have plummeted. So.
Was that saying that no kid was going to be left behind?
Yeah, that's the whole point. Is that,
so that's why they all started passing everybody.
Right. Yeah. So.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. I think, what's this lady's name?
That's Kim, again.
Kim. Okay, so Kim, she's going to talk about it.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Oklahoma has a new literacy law. The problem is it could mean that a lot of third graders are held back. The goal is to make sure that all children are proficient and able to read. Tulsa Public Schools administrators project that of the third graders right now, about half of them could be retained with the new law.
About half?
Half. But to me, that gives 50. What are we?
Yeah, well,
we
yeah.
We can't be surprised. Here's my thing. Half of you can't read and you're just moving them along. That's not okay. By third grade, you can't read, and they're saying go on to the fourth grade. If you can't read, when I was teaching my kids, it became so much easier for them to be independent when they learned to read.
Right.
Because then they could read their own math problems. They could read their own, worksheets. But it's like, if you can't read, what are we doing?
Man.
But it's so, I think
so you're going to have a whole bunch of old second graders, or well, I guess third graders.
But I think, I don't know if she'll go into it, but I think the system then wakes up and says, we can't hold these kids back. Let's step up and start figuring it out.
There's going to be, so whatever the class of third grade is last year is going to be huge. That's what's going to happen. You know that, right? That is exactly what's going to happen. They're going to hold them back.
Yeah.
Parents are going to be mad.
I think it's 2027 when it starts. So maybe the following 2027-28 school year. But that's like, it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, whatever year that is. What is it? Let's see. Third. So there's 9 more grades left. So what's 9 years from now? It's 26. Like so math. 30.
Sounds like a you problem.
So,
hey, I know how to read, okay?
So 36. Yeah, so 2036.
I trust you.
It's going to be a huge class. It's going to be huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Stop. But, I'm an optimist, and I believe that, like they said, let's see what else she says, because I feel like they're going to talk about.
There is a sense of urgency now to accelerate learning before the new law takes effect in 2027.
Right.
Oklahoma has a new...
Okay, maybe she
didn't go into it. She's just saying there's some urgency.
Yeah. I think that's the point, is like, now teachers are going to be like, and I hate to say that about the teachers, because I think teachers have so much on their plate.
Well,
but maybe they'll get more support. Like, my sister is a reading interventionalist, and so the kids get sent to her when they are behind.
Sure.
And, I think there's just going to be more of that.
I think if your child is left behind, hot take, everyone. Look.
It's your fault.
It's your fault, man. You're the parent.
Yeah.
You can make your child learn how to read.
Yeah.
It just takes some, I know you're tired.
Yeah.
You just got off.
We're both
10-hour
parents,
shifts.
So we understand.
Yeah, for sure.
We're not talking like we don't.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you got to do what you got to do. And just, care about your child's education.
Yeah.
I remember I took my daughter to one particular school. I think this was a charter school.
Okay.
And fifth grade, I want to say. went to one of the parent teacher conferences. There's like three parents in the whole thing. It's like parents in general don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough.
So
It's actually very sad.
it is.
Yeah.
But I think this will help. I think once they find out that their kid is in third grade twice, they're not gonna like that.
And I hate to say I don't like negative reinforcement, but I think the kids could use also a little bit of motivation.
Yeah. Well, I think the negative enforcement comes more to the parent.
For sure.
Because even if, the kid, gets held back in the second, third grade again, right? There actually might be some kids who are just like, I don't care, right? And so it'll have to reach the parent who's like, look, hey, your kid's been in third grade for 2. What if it gets to like 3 times?
Right.
That's going to be, I can't see a parent in the right mind being okay with that.
It's not going to be a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully,
Mm-hmm.
I guess if you are involved to a degree, your teacher most likely would give you some indication. Hey, we have a conference this semester. We really need to get those reading scores up. This may happen, and like there's so many resources out there.
There are
YouTube free resources to help you.
There are
learn how to read.
Yeah, 100%.
And teach your kids how to read.
Well, we're gonna see what happens.
Are you a big reader?
I was when I was younger.
Yeah.
I don't really read. So the only time I read now is if it's like a self-help situation.
Why? You feel like it produces something?
Yeah, for sure. 100%. 100%. I would much rather watch a video.
Right.
But I mean, you need to learn how to read.
So, yeah.
Let's at least get to 6th grade reading level.
Yeah.
That's all you need, really.
I used to love reading until like school. Like I just was in public school my whole education, and so I used to love reading. And then I went into kindergarten, and was like, basically not from there on, but like 1st grade, I just never read until I graduated college, and I fell back in love with reading. I love fiction. So I think there's something to, like, if you think of the idea of reading, it's such a great, storytelling. It's so powerful. Like my kids love to read, but when you're in school, or they even babies love to hear stories. So it's like there's a love of
my baby
reading,
loves
a love of books, and then you get into the system, and it's like, I don't know, is it what do you call it, like burnout? Or
maybe. I'm not sure. I think it does have something to do with just the way the whole system is laid out. Like you're in a sterile classroom situation. You got to sit down for extended periods of time. You only get to eat for 15 minutes, apparently.
Right.
Just crazy.
Raise your hand in the bathroom.
Yeah. It's not the funnest thing in the world. So you're already just put into a situation that's just boring.
Right.
School is pretty boring.
Yeah.